cool and no meltdown occurs. The US President Donald Trump's administration officials are discussing a possible meeting between President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un during Trump's upcoming Asia tour. However, no logistical arrangements or direct communications with Pyongyang have been made so far. An earlier outreach was reportedly rejected by North Korea. In August, Trump said he was open to meeting Kim after hosting South Korean President Lee Jae-myung at the White House. Millions have taken to the streets today across the United States of America for the much-anticipated No Kings demonstration against President Donald Trump. Moreover, protesters have taken to the streets in the thousands across Europe, particularly in the capital cities of London, Madrid, Rome and Paris, in solidarity with the American protesters. More than 2,600 No Kings protesters are currently taking place across all the states targeting President Donald Trump's policies on immigration, education and security. Organizers say that the marches are a response to concerns that the US is heading towards autocracy. Let's listen in to what some of the protesters have to say.
Today because to protest against the fascist regime that's going on in the White House.
Essentially, Donald Trump has been overreaching his powers as an executive, and we're all here to protest that and to basically say that he should not be able to conduct these overreaches of his power, invading cities, and basically showing the public is not willing to put up with that. Yeah.
We feel it's important to speak out when we see things that not only that we don't agree with, but things that are really detrimental to society. And that's what this is. The Trump administration, the MAGA movement, and it's not just in the United States, but it's globally. It's around the world. It affects everybody.
As an immigrant here in Germany, it's really important to me that America was founded on immigrants, by immigrants, and the fact that they are trying to shut that out and rewrite history is a really big deal. And it feels like we're shouting into a void, or being here in Germany, especially considering the history that's here, we have a unique perspective to look and say, that's not okay. Normalizing the little things, letting it go down the slope is very much not okay. And we feel like this is one thing that we can do. We can't show up there, but we can show up here.
Now shifting our focus to Middle East, search crews in Khan Younis are using heavy equipment to locate remains believed to be of Israeli hostages killed in Hamas October 7 attack. Under the US brokered deal, Hamas has released 20 living hostages and 28 deceased in exchange for nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners. So far, Hamas has handed over 10 bodies out of the 28. Hamas is reportedly facing technical challenges requiring heavy machinery to recover remains of hostages buried under the rubble. Israel warns Hamas is running out of time, but the group insists it remains committed to the ceasefire and returning all remains of the hostage bodies. Gazans mourn loved ones as civil defense accuses Israel of targeting family. Palestinians mourn relatives at Gaza City's Al-Ali hospital after Israeli forces killed 9 members of a single family when they fired on a bus yesterday. The incident occurred after the Israeli military targeted a vehicle that crossed that so-called yellow line, which is boundary established under ceasefire with Hamas. Meanwhile, Gaza's Civil Defense Agency, operating under Hamas authority, has recovered the bodies and reported that the bus was carrying displaced persons east of the Zaytun neighborhood. In response, the Israeli military has said that they initially fired warning shots at the vehicle, but then opened fire when it continued approaching, viewing it as an imminent threat. Now, local residents in Gaza have condemned the attack, expressing grief and anger over the loss of civilian lives. Listen in.
طبعا الاحتلال استهدف مركبة من نوع بيجو تندر في منطقة الزيتون، دخلت من أجل أن تتفقد المنزل الخاص بها. وفجأة أطلقت قوات الاحتلال الإسرائيلي قذيفتين من دبابة على المركبة. طبعا تحركت الطواقم صبيحة هذا اليوم بعد تنسيق مع منظمة الأوتشا لندخل إلى المنطقة لنتفاجأ بالكارثة الموجودة هناك. تم استهداف المركبة بشكل مباشر، نجا واحد من المركبة، هناك 4 من الأطفال شهداء، هناك 3 من النساء، هناك أيضا كبار سن كانوا متواجدين. انتشلنا 9 من الأشخاص، هناك أيضا طفلين صغيرين كانوا في المركبة، لكن على ما يبدو أنهم قد انتهشتهم الكلاب الضال.
بنتي وهي وولادها وجوزها، وابني هي هو وولاده ومرته. ايش عملنا احنا صغار 2 و3 سنين و4 سنين و7 سنين و12 سنة، ايش عملوا لهم؟ ايش سووا لهم؟ وين الهدنة هذا؟ وين الهدنة بجهودنا؟
واحنا عندنا من الساعة 6 تقريبا 4 العصر طالعين، وهنا وصلنا على 6 الصبح. الطريق زحمة، فيش تعرفش تخش حمام، بهدلة. الصغار معانا عيانين، معانا طفل صغير عنده مات يعني 45 يوم عمره، والوضع صعب مأساوي. احنا الحين الوضع صعب، بنناشد الأم كلها تحلها القضية. احنا رايحين ننام في الشارع على البحر، هينا حكيين يا عمي مش عارف.
US Vice President J.D. Vance is set to visit Israel on 20th October to discuss the progress on the deal aimed at returning slain hostages and ending the hostilities in Gaza. According to reports, the visit comes as Washington pushes to advance President Donald Trump's peace plan. Vance is expected to hold high-level talks on the second phase of the plan, which focuses on disarming Hamas and establishing an alternative authority to govern Gaza. The move marks a crucial step in the administration efforts to secure long-term stability in the region. A major fire has broken out at the cargo terminal of Dhaka's Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport. Flights are delayed or diverted, affecting both domestic and international operations, while the cause of the fire remains unknown. 36 firefighting units along with the Army, Navy and Air Force are working to control the blaze. Meanwhile, airport officials confirm all aircrafts are reportedly safe. The airport operations have also been suspended as authorities battle the flames. A Cameroon-flagged liquefied natural gas tanker issued a